So today I thought that I would talk about Facebook and my thoughts on Facebook. And the reason why I wanted to talk about this, because this is real timely for me, because I have a lot of friends and family kind of in my inner circle who've been making comments about me posting these videos on Facebook. And people have said things like, man, I haven't seen you on Facebook in years, months, whatever it is, and all of a sudden, boom, now you're posting stuff on Facebook. And it just made me think about Facebook and the way that Facebook is a tool to help connect people from around the freaking planet, man. And that there's some people who are, I don't know, I don't want to make a judgment on them or anything, but there's some people who put down others. Let's just say it like that. There's some people who put down others who were always on Facebook. And I've been accused of being one of those people, you know, because of the way that I try to distance myself from Facebook, and I'll explain that in a minute why I distance myself from Facebook. But no, man, it doesn't have anything to do with thinking that I'm better than others or that something's wrong with people who are always on Facebook, you know? I mean, but it makes me think about Facebook and the type of tool that it is. It really is. It's a communications tool, right? It allows you to connect with people from your past, people that you may never see ever in your life, or you may never see again. Maybe you saw them 20 years ago or 30 years ago, and you may never ever see them in person again. Or maybe you met someone on Facebook that you won't ever meet in real life. Like, I think that it's actually a pretty amazing tool. I really do. And I think that it is, I'm going out on a limb a little bit, but I think that it's wrong, actually, when people criticize others for always being on Facebook, for posting every single status update, for letting everybody know that they're in love, you know, for letting everyone know that they're frustrated, let everyone know that they are happy, you know what I mean? I mean, there are some people who I know who criticize those people who go onto Facebook just to give a quick status update just to get some things off of their chest, out of their head. Man, I feel like, you know what? Whatever gets people through this crazy world of ours, more power to you, man. You know, I mean, if you need to shout out to the world that you're in love, man, shout out to the world that you're in love. I mean, who am I to judge you for doing that? You know, I mean, yeah, I may get a little tired of it. You always saying that you're in love and this and that, but who am I? You know what I mean? That doesn't matter. It's not about me. It's about you. And if going on to Facebook is going to allow you to release whatever emotion you have at that moment, and if that's going to help keep you sane, who am I, or who is anyone else in this world to tell you that you're wrong for doing that? You know what I mean? It's like, whatever keeps you sane in this world, as long as you're not killing somebody, you know, or stealing or robbing or whatever, then do it, you know? I mean, geez, life is too short, and I just feel like we have to accept who we are, you know? And if getting onto Facebook and making those declarations is who you are, then do it, man. You know, there's nothing wrong with that. Or if constantly being on Facebook, here's another criticism. You hear people criticizing others for constantly being on Facebook. And here's where I think people think that I'm in that same boat of criticizing others. In fact, I just had a conversation with my sister-in-law about this very, very topic. Like, how do you view Facebook? What's your opinions on Facebook?
As far as?
I don't know. Well, you know, everybody has an opinion on Facebook. Like, oh, you're too much on Facebook. I don't do Facebook. So they're like more self-righteous because they don't do stuff on Facebook, right? And then there's other people who are like constantly.
Like you just told me that last week.
What did I tell you?
I'm not on Facebook like you guys are.
Well, I'm not. I post things like through other, like I don't even log on to Facebook. What I'll do is if I'm going to post something on Facebook, boom, I'll just like upload it from my phone, you know, like through the app, you know?
Does that make you better?
No. I know my weakness.
As Facebook?
Yes, because if I
What?
get into if I got into Facebook, like you could sit there for days just like scrolling and mindlessly reading, and I'm not saying that it's all unimportant stuff. I'm just saying that no, I'm just weak. I would keep reading it,
You keep reading people's posts?
Yeah, exactly. And like watching people's videos that I'm not really interested in or whatever, but I do it because it's there, She was thinking that I was thinking that I'm better than others for staying away from Facebook, and that's not the case at all. It really isn't. The reason why I have tried to distance myself from Facebook is because I know that I'm weak, man. I know that I have a problem. There was a point in time where I was constantly on Facebook, and I felt that it was starting to take over every piece of my life, And so I felt like I needed to put some distance between myself and Facebook for my own sanity, I mean, if that's what keeps them sane, is getting on Facebook every moment, go for it. There's nothing wrong with that. But for me, I felt that I was just getting unbalanced, man. And so I actually had to kind of put the brakes on Facebook and distance myself with no judgment to those people who are always on Facebook. Geez, man, whatever is going to help you stay connected to others, or is just going to feed your brain, and feed your soul maybe, man, go for it. I cannot, and no one can tell you that that's wrong or that there's anything sort of bad about doing that. You know what I mean? So anyway, man, I'm just thinking about Facebook, and wanted to get that off of my chest, kind of get some of my thoughts about Facebook out there. So anyway, with that, my friends, my people, stay rooted 100%, just like these trees here, you know what I mean? 90 degrees to the earth, man. Yeah, one love. In particular, some of the posts that I am putting up on Facebook for these videos because oh man, oh man,